today I have an Old Gin Creek grocery haul, and I'm not going to do the prices because I already put the receipt away because it was storming and I didn't want it to get wet. And usually whenever I tell you guys the prices, I keep it out of my purse, and or else I put it in the top of my purse, but I just didn't want it to get wet because we did get caught in a storm today. So we're gonna have to dry all these groceries, but the majority of these groceries are not for us. Two of the things, which I'll tell you what they are for my sister-in-law, Jeff's baby sister. And we got several things for our church's food pantry. Like, quite a bit of this is for the church's food pantry, but we caught such great deals that we wanted to go ahead and grab this stuff while it was that cheap so that we could go ahead and put it in the food pantry at church. So I'll tell you what say hello, they don't ever see you. I'll tell you what we got for the church and what we got for my sister-in-law too, and I'll show you what we got for us. Okay, so we're getting started over here, and like I said, everything got wet because we got caught in a storm. It was fine whenever we went in the store. Was it even sun shining? Sun was shining whenever we went in, wasn't
it? Yeah, I think.
Anyway, whenever we left the house, the sun was shining, but whenever we came out of that store, it was storming. I'm hoping these labels will stay on these cans, but they had these Green Giant vegetables 2 for $1 again. So we got some French style green beans, some sweet peas, and cut green beans for our church's food pantry. And then for Jeff's sister, we got some whole kernel corn, and these are cut green beans down here. But we got 5 cases of those. None of that is for us. 3 of them for the food pantry at church, and 2 of them for sister. Alright, and then this is the stuff we got for us, and then we're going to have some more food pantry stuff. But we got some bananas, we got 2 cucumbers that are trying to fall off, we got some ground beef, and some hot dog buns and hamburger buns. We got a thing of lettuce. And then I heard recently, or read, I don't know where it was, that prunes were very good for women to have as they get older because they help with your bones and things. I don't know if it's true. I don't know if I like prunes. So I got these individually wrapped ones. They did cost a little bit more. I got the individually wrapped ones instead of the packet all by, with all of them in it. Because if I don't like these, I can take them and somebody else can have them, and they're still wrapped up. Now, if I find that I like prunes and I start eating them every day, then I can just get the regular package and not these, because like I said, that was more expensive. So I got those because of that. Got a gallon of milk, and I got some more taco sauce because I opened the last one last night. And then got some pepper jack cheese. And then these 2 things, the ketchup and the barbecue sauce, that's for the food pantry too. So we got 4 ketchups, 4 barbecue sauces, because what we're stocking in the food pantry is non-perishables. So that's what we got those, because they were on really good sale. So pretty much the middle stuff is for us, and all the edges other than cheese is for other people. So that's what we got. Okay, so the lighting will catch up. We put away all the cold stuff, and Jeff is drying off the other things, and we're probably going to take the stuff for his sister in a few minutes. I don't know, we might or might not. We also went by the co-op and got some more chicken feed for the little chicks, and something the other day whenever I did the update on the chickens, for whatever reason in my brain, those 2 chicks, those 2 or 3 of them that are smaller, I was thinking that they just weren't growing right. They're bantams. Jeff reminded me of that. They're not supposed to get huge, and they're not supposed to get real big like the others. I thought there was something maybe wrong with them and getting a little bit concerned, but Jeff's like, no, they're bantams. Or bannies is what we call them, but, you know, some people say bantam. I don't know. That's just the way it is in the South. We call things the way we call them. Or what we call them. English is my first language, but not always. Southern is my first language. But anyway, I just want to say that. I don't know why, but we got some chicken feed, some chick feed for them. And because they still have to have it for a few more weeks. So we went ahead and got that. We didn't need anything for the rabbits or the big chickens. And they are fed separately. So the chicks and the big chickens are fed separately because they're kind of separated. But I just want to say that. Let's see. The food pantry things, we are just starting to help with that because years ago at another church I helped run the food pantry. In fact, we went to the big huge food bank that was in the town where we lived, and we would go shop for our food pantry, and because the church people would donate money instead of actual food. They sometimes donated food too, but they would donate money, and then we would go shop to fill bags, and we would give out food like that. Well, the church we've recently started going to, they have a food bank that they've just recently started, and it's just for right now, from what I understand, it's to help families around Thanksgiving, Christmas. And if we find a family that's in need, I'm not sure exactly, but it is a very small church, so we don't have a big place to put the things, so I don't know how it will go, but we wanted to contribute, so we got that stuff on sale, and that's what we do. That's what we used to do, is whenever we found stuff on sale for a really good price, we'd go ahead and buy up some, and then we could take it and share it that way. And I think that's the best way to do it. If you do find that you want to do that, you can probably find a local church that does participate in a food bank or food pantry, and you can help others by buying a little bit. Like those cans of food, we wouldn't have bought that many if they hadn't been 50 cents a piece, but that is super cheap, especially for that brand. Is excellent price. But because some places it's like close to $2 for one of those cans. So, and I don't think they're going to have it that price very much longer, because they did have it in 2 places before, but today they just had it in 1, and it's a very small amount left, so they're selling it out. And I don't think it's going to be an all the time thing. So, let's see. What else was there? I don't know. I guess that's all for today. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me and watching my grocery hauls. I do them every Monday is when I plan to do it. And we are probably going to be going back to Sam's soon. I think it's been about 4 weeks. We do still have some of that stuff from Sam's. Of course, like I said we would. But like today, we had to buy more lettuce because we're out of lettuce. We had to buy more cucumbers because we needed cucumber. Produce and stuff like that, we always seem to have to buy. But there were several things we bought in last month. Well, it's for the month we're currently in, but we bought it last month. Anyway, those things I shared then at our last Sam's trip that we still have some of now that we won't have to get this time, but there may be things that we have to get this time that we didn't get last time, and that's what we plan to do. And it may be as much or it may not be as much. I don't think it's going to be anywhere near as much as what it was last time, because last time was just one of those, let's get this thing started, let's start doing this. And it has saved us money because we don't buy as much. Like, we did have to buy cheese today, but we just bought 1 pack of that sliced cheese because we know we're going back next week, and we'll just replenish and get the big packs that are a lot cheaper. So and then next time we know we might want to get a little bit more than what we did or something. I don't know, we'll see. But the Sam's thing has seemed to save us money, and there was 1 week we didn't even go grocery shopping. We didn't even have groceries to get. But I still had a haul because of us going to Old Creek or something like that. Or maybe it was Ramey's Food Champs. It's both, y'all. It says Ramey's Food Champs. That's what it's called now. Anyway, I will see you guys next time. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I do appreciate it. And if you don't mind, leave me a comment down below. Let me know how you're doing, because I really do want to know. If you have a prayer request, you can leave that down below as well. Like, share, and subscribe. And remember, don't take any wooden nickels, and be sweet.